$20 billion a year U.S. ice cream industry produces 1.4 billion gallons of ice cream and frozen desserts, which Americans are gobbling up at a rate of 20 quarts per person per annum. The largest ice cream manufacturer in the United States, Dreyer's Grand Ice Cream, operates 7 plants. Its Bakersfield, California facility makes 55 million dozens of frozen snacks and 6.5 million gallons of packaged ice cream on a yearly basis.
We'll do in excess of 2,000 liters in an hour, just because of the sheer scale of what our freezers are capable of. And now if we bundle multiple freezers together, it becomes a scale-up process on how much you can make in a day.
The ice cream flavors in today's grocery stores have changed quite a bit since William Dreyer and Joseph Eady formed the company in 1928. The ice cream maker and candy maker partnered at a time when there were really only 3 flavors: vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry. In 1929, their first successful creation was a product of their combined talents. Dreyer mixed nuts and marshmallows with ice cream to make what the partners dubbed Rocky Road, a reference to the tough times facing the country during the Depression. It was a hit and remains a bestseller. And it launched a company that has steadily expanded distribution and production.
We're now in the mixture. This is where the ice cream mixes are put together. And we have 2 systems here, a 2,500 gallon an hour system and a 4,000 gallon an hour system. An ice cream mix, you usually use some cream, some condensed milk, some liquid sugar, some corn syrup, some stabilizers and emulsifiers.
That basic mix is homogenized and pumped out to the production floor to be flavored.
These are flavor vats behind me. They're attached to an ice cream freezer. At this location, we take the unflavored mix, we add a flavor base to it. In this instance, we're adding a strawberry base.
Then it's off to the freezer, where it will become ice cream.
Starts over here with a continuous ice cream freezer. It takes the mix from approximately 40 degrees down to 28 degrees. Also during that process, we add some air to make the ice cream smooth and creamy.
Blades inside the freezer scrape 300 to 400 gallons of ice cream an hour off the grill and pump it through in a continuous process. The ice cream, in this case vanilla, isn't destined for a half-gallon container. It will become the creamy center of a Dreyer's fruit bar. After the orange fruit mix is dispensed, frozen on the outside, and the excess extracted from the middle of the mold, it's vanilla time.
So once the ice cream goes into the filler, then it's dispensed into each of these lanes. There's 16 lanes in each row here. This particular machine makes over 20,000 ice cream bars an hour. And it continues to freeze as it moves around the table. It gets harder and harder. The timing of the whole process is very critical. It comes around at just the right time. The ice cream is hard enough to hold the stick, but not so hard that we couldn't get the stick to insert.
In the extraction zone, the table heats up from 40 below to 0 degrees. This warming melts the surface of the bar and allows it to be extracted.
Here we have a water dipping station. It helps stabilize the outer surface as water freezes colder than the mix. And secondly, it adds a little snap when you bite into the first bite of the bar.
Dreyer's drumstick process is more complex, and as a result, a mere 9,600 drumsticks can be made in an hour.
So we start with our cone, then we convey it forward first to the chocolate spray station. We spray a layer of chocolate around the top rim and down the side of the cone. Several of our drumsticks have a center core that's either caramel or fudge or chocolate. And what you can't see inside the nozzle is it's actually a nozzle within a nozzle. So as the ice cream is being dispensed into the cone, a valve opens and it injects one of those 3 flavors into the inside of the top of the cone. So by your 3rd bite into the drumstick, you should either get your caramel or your chocolate fudge center.
From here, the cones go into a freezer for 20 minutes. Their temperature drops from the mid-20s to 0.
So once it comes out of that environment, we dip it in chocolate and we dip it in the nuts. And then it travels on down, it's individually packaged and then sent off to our storage.